You know, listen, I'm a diehard Mavs fan. Uh, I've been liking Mavs since they had Dirk, since they had Michael Finley, Sean Bradley. I mean, all those guys. But, we had Dirk, you know, and he was like a true, like, guy. He was a superstar. Well, he became that. But, you look back at him, came in, when he got drafted, they made it look, oh, Dirk is not going to be this, that, and the third. And what Dirk do? What Dirk do? Dirk worked on everything. You know what I'm saying? They saying Dirk ain't have a post game. Dirk came in with a post game. They say Dirk was a little skinny. He added a little weight. Now they talk about Luka defense. Oh my God, Dirk defense was something to laugh about. Yeah, I mean, but he was still our guy because at least he tried. You know what I'm saying? And one time he tried. You know what I'm saying? Like he challenged stuff at the rim. You know, he was trying, and you never heard nothing really ever, nothing bad about Dirk ever. You know what I'm saying? With just like smooth selling. Now, granted, we fast forward, we get Luka Doncic. I'm like, ooh, I didn't know who the hell this motherfucker was. Excuse my language, but I didn't know who this guy was. I'm like, this guy came from where? I'm like, I didn't know the hell Trey Young was either because I don't watch college basketball all like that. But I started looking into the both of them. I mean, at that deadline, you probably would have went with Trey Young. You know what I'm saying? Well, things happen. We get him. First 2 years with Luka, man, it was like Luka magic for real. Like it was nothing we talked about. You know what I'm saying? The guy was amazing. You know what I'm saying? He was in great shape. You know what I'm saying? But I think as the years the years went and his accolades started to climb up, I think Luka started to get a little big headed. You know what I'm saying? The last 3 or 4 years, I was talking about, okay, Luka is going to be the MVP this year every time. He played so good last year. He got the numbers, but it's always stupid stuff that is always like, yo, what? Come on, Luka. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling y'all, bro, I'm watching the game and I'm like, okay, this nigga's talking to the refs and they just run down and get an easy bucket. You know what I'm saying? Then you look, he'll get the ball. Sometimes he'll do some heroic shit. And then he's like, yo, what the fuck? He just shot some bullshit. Then he'll shoot some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Or sometimes he be like hunting for the foul. You know what I'm saying? That shit used to get on my fucking nerves. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm a diehard Luka fan. But when you start going back and you start thinking about every little fucking thing, you start being like, yo, how many times you got Jason Kidd going up there like, yeah, he's going to participate. We just need him to participate in defense. We talked to him about coming in the condition. Kid always trying to clean up. Some people can come and play themselves in a shape. No, you just need to be in shape. There's no coming in playing yourself in a shape. Just be in the effing shape. You're getting paid $1 million. Come be in some type of shape, bro. Then I already knew it. I'm like, this year is going to be a wash. He's not going to be the same. He never had time to fully recover from the injury he had after we played the Boston Celtics. You know what I'm saying? Like, I knew it. I'm like, yo, he's not going to be the Boston Celtics. We're not going to be able to beat them They got too many people across the board that was athletic. You know what I'm saying? So as soon as they played us, they hunted us every time because everybody basically, except for their center, except for Al Horford, everybody can handle the ball. You know what I'm saying? Everybody. Drew Holiday, Derek White, Brown, freaking, what's the other guy name? Jason Tatum. So we're just like, pick your poisons, Luka. You can't hide on nobody. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, oh, we can't hide on nobody. We're going to constantly put you in ball screens, you and Kyrie in ball screens, and we just going to hunt the hell out of y'all. You know what I'm saying? See, we lucked up when he played Minnesota and all those teams. Minnesota don't really have anybody to be like, oh my God. They got Anthony Edwards. You know what I'm saying? They got, who else they got? McDaniels, Rudy Gobert. You know what I'm saying? They had Anthony Towns at the time. You had to worry about nobody else in their dribble penetration. You know what I'm saying? Really. You know what I'm saying? And you knew Cat was going to try to shoot and do all the other goofy stuff. So it's like we really had nothing to worry about. You know what I'm saying? When we played Minnesota, though, they had to worry about us because we had two excellent ball handlers on the floor. You know what I'm saying? So when we put them in action, we was killing them every time. Every time we getting killed. You know what I'm saying? So now y'all putting your best defender, probably trying to put your best defender on Luka. You know what I mean? Which means y'all trying to put Anthony Edwards on Kyrie, but it's not working. It's just not working. You know what I mean? So, but when you look at the Minnesota, we did okay in that thing. We did okay. We had two bigs. We did okay. You know what I'm saying? We did okay in there. But it's like when we ran into them Celtics, we was outmatched, especially when they fucking brought out Porzingis. Oh my God, when they brought out Porzingis, that shit got ugly. And I don't give a fuck if we ran back into them this year again with Luke and the same team, the same exact thing probably gonna happen again. Again. So nigga Harris looking at him like, yo, there's a good chance that Celtics gonna be damn near and make it there or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Then he probably looking at it like, oh shit. The what's the name? The OKC that's got a couple bigs too. You know what I mean? Because we beat up on them, even though I think we got OKC number. But Hartenstein ain't no slouch. He ain't no pushover. So when we played them last year, we just worrying about Chat. You know what I'm saying? Chat was just too skinny. You know what I'm saying? Gafford was putting that muscle on and boom, boom. It was boom, boom. The landlord, collect that. Let me get that. Let me get that money up off you, bro. And we ain't even talking about all that. But that's what they was doing. You know what I'm saying? Then they were just interchangeable. Like, you know what I'm saying? Okay, Gafford, you done beating him up a little bit. Now we going to change it up. We're going to put the young guy, Lively, in there. And he was looking alive when he got up in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You got Lively going in there, getting blocks and bodying up. You know what I'm saying? Now, just think of it. Just think of it. You know what I'm saying? Just think of it. You know what I mean? It took me a long time. Look, listen. I was in the damn bed when I heard the news. I was asleep. I woke up. My girl was chuckling in the bed. I ain't pay that bitch no mind. I went right back to sleep. I woke up again. My daughter ran in the room like, yeah, Dad, Mom cooked breakfast. You want some? Hell yeah, I want some breakfast. Went to go eat some breakfast. She's still in there chuckling. I look at my phone. I see Dallas has traded for Anthony Davis. So when I first see it says propose, I'm like, why would they propose a trade like that? My ass, I keep looking. I'm like, okay, they proposed it, but then I seen it again when I looked. It said Luka Doncic and Anthony Davis. they switching teams. He's coming in. I'm like, yo, why the fuck would they do that? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, why would they do that? I'm in my head, I'm like, I'm not even worrying about the type of player that AD got. They could have got motherfucking Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? And I still wouldn't have been like, oh my God. They could have got Shea back, and I still wouldn't have been like, eh. You know what I'm saying? It's something is when you a fan of a basketball team, it's almost like no other superstar can replace that star. You know what I'm saying? No other superstar can replace that star. So that's what people mean. That's what they be wanting. That's how they be. I think people be trying to phrase it like, okay, I like my player. I grew up watching him. I kind of watched him, for a few. I've been watching him for years now. Luka Doncic became the face of the franchise. Like he was the best player, and there was a lot of times people looked at him as the best player in the league. So when you got that going on and all that, so it was almost like even they was like, even if I seen a trade like, oh, Luka Doncic got traded for, I'm just like Anthony Edwards. I still like, yo, why would they trade Luka Doncic for Anthony Edwards? I'm like, Anthony Edwards is good, but he not Luka Doncic. Like, what? Why would they do that? You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, yo. Then I looked at it. I'm like, yo, people, we keep saying, oh, we ain't give it enough time to see if Luka is going to win a championship eventually. How much time do y'all want to give the nigga, man? How much time you want to give him? You know what I mean? Fresh, we gave him, he took a couple teams that we know shouldn't have had no business. That team with Reggie Bullock and Vinny Smith, that was a crazy little team to be taken to the Western Conference Finals. I'm not going to kid you. But you know what that team had? That team had some defenders. Like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas was then Finney Smith was locking up. Maxi Cleaver was actually a little bit serviceable around that time. Like, he was actually knocking down shots and threes. I just don't know what the fuck happened to that man when we played the Warriors. It's like nobody can shoot for some reason. When we played the Warriors that year, when we made it to the conference finals, nobody could shoot. I'm just like, everybody forgot to shoot, and they just keyed on, okay, nobody else can beat us off the freaking dribble. We just gonna let Luka do what he do, and we're gonna fucking stay home because we don't not worry about nobody else beating us off the dribble. They was fine with that. Like, okay, nobody else is gonna do anything. We're gonna stay home. We're not worrying about nobody else beating us up the dribble, doing no. That's why they made it a thing. But Jason Kidd was really over there like, oh no, we need at least 2 to 3 ball handlers on the court so we don't run into them problems. And that's when you started to see the Vinny Smith get traded and Reggie Bullock. I don't even think it's in the fucking league no more. Guy can shoot, but that was it. He can shoot and he can play a little defense, here and there, At one time, he was a real good 3-and-D guy, like, you know what I'm saying? But, he just, the shooting just wasn't there like that either, like, you know what I'm saying? But that's a whole nother discussion for a whole nother day. But, yeah, so it's like, I know I'm rumbling a lot, but I've been having this, like on my mind for a long time, and I know it might be nobody else thinks like this, but I'm a diehard Mavericks fan, and this, what I'm thinking about. This is how I, thought about it. So I said, okay, I know Anthony Davis, but let me watch a few highlights to see where he could potentially be something. Because I'm a diehard Mavericks fan. I'm not looking at the Lakers. I don't look at the Lakers. I might, They show a highlight across the screen or something like that. That's it, you know. But I don't really watch other games other than the games that we play. You know what I'm saying? Like we play the Lakers, then I'm watching the Mavs against the Lakers. If, you know what I'm saying? That's how much of a fan I'm watching them. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm rooting for them. You know what I'm saying? I'm on my phone, I'm checking this, that, and the third all the time. You know? So I said, let me kind of look and get myself a little bit more familiar with AD and how I think he would fit with us. And when I looked at the motherfucking tape, when I looked at the tape, man, Anthony Davis, don't get it fucked up now. Don't get it fucked up. I still love me some Luka. But Anthony Davis is a freaking problem. Let me tell you again. He's a freaking problem. Be a problem. You see it? He's a problem. I watched this man. He's a problem. Luka, problem. But Anthony Davis, a different problem. He's a different problem. I'm trying to tell you. He's a problem. You know, Luka, a problem too, but Anthony Davis, a problem. You know, problem. Like what he bring to the table for the Mavs, it's beautiful. I mean, the defense is going to be crazy. I don't understand how people don't think we're going to have one of the best defenses in the league. Just think about it. We're going to be able to switch literally everything. Now, not so much with Gafford. He's not really. He's more better at paint protection and, he's that type of guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? But when you got Lively and Anthony Davis on the floor at the same time, do you know how fucking crazy that's going to be? I don't think people understand. That's going to be fucking insane. They're going to be able to switch literally everything, and there's not going to be no drop off. Y'all better hope every team be hunting fucking Kyrie every time, trying to hunt him. But it ain't gonna be no pick and roll, and you gonna be like, oh my god. No, it's not gonna be that. It's not gonna be that. It's not gonna be that. Then we didn't even talk about PJ Washington. We didn't talk about him. We ain't talk about the other guy that we got in the trade with him, Christie. He's hella good. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know the guy can play. You know what I'm saying? The guy could play, like, for real. You know what I'm saying? But, I'm about to wrap this video up a little bit. I've been talking I'm going to wait to the 20 mark. You know what I mean? But, yeah, it's been crazy. Like, man, it took me, a few days to really, let it sink in and see what we can do. Like, you know what I'm saying? We had 7 years at it. We had a crack at it. You know what I'm saying? When you had it, you the GM and the team, sometimes you got to make hard decisions. You know what I'm saying? And, at the end of the day, when he started talking about culture and all that, he sat in the table like, yeah, we here to win games. We here to play defense. It ain't gonna be a self thing over here. You coming over here to play. It ain't gonna be, oh no, I'm so great I can get away with murder. No, you're not doing that. You know what I mean? It's not doing that. See, basketball, they allow their people to do that. In football, that shit don't happen that much. You know what I'm saying? It don't happen that much in football. Your ass is getting out of here. How good you is. Ask Antonio Brown. Ask Antonio Brown. We know he was crazy, but the motherfucker can play. He kept getting picked up because he can play. He can flat out ball. You know what I'm saying? But he should have been playing more years. But you know what it was? Attitude, high head, you know? Another person, T.O., perfect guy right there. You know what I'm saying? T.O., perfect. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to worry about his playing on the field. He one of the best receivers to ever do it. You know what I mean? The best to ever do it. But it's always on the other teams, and it was always little talks and chirps and all that type of stuff. Now, I'm not saying that's the same with Luka. I'm not saying the same thing, but I'm just saying, you know, I'm going to say this. We don't know what was going on behind closed doors. Nobody, you know how, it is. They're not going to say anything. They're not going to tell us, oh, he was just drinking beers, and we just keep telling him to drink beers, and we told him about coming in and getting in shape, and he just never wanted to get into shape, and he had some highest guy. We fired him, and he hired his own guys. You know what I'm saying? And, he just wasn't listening, Who knows? It could have been the repetitive stuff, Nico Harrison them probably could have talked to him plenty of times. Then it just come like, okay, you think we should pay this man this money, or let him play out the rest of the season and walk. You know what I'm saying? Then let him then trade him. Trade him at the end of the year. We could have did that. You know what I'm saying? Or we could have did, like, people keep on saying, oh, they traded him. They could have listened to offers. So what y'all wanted to do? Then, everybody keep on saying he did him dirty. He sent him to a good ass franchise where he's gonna, for real. People keep on saying, oh, he's losing money. He's gonna be able to make his money. Like they said, he went over to his jersey sales, went to number one. So he's gonna still make his money. Don't get it effed up. He's still gonna make his fucking money. But just say they said they're gonna publicly trade him. No team, when you think about it, I think was going to trade anybody that was either close to him. Now, I'm not saying AD is Luka Doncic. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying somebody that's a star. Like, I'm gonna say Luka Doncic is a mega star. Anthony Davis is a superstar. You know what I'm saying? That's that. No other team was going to give you that. They was going to probably give you borderline all-star or something like that, and a couple, maybe 4 or 5 more picks, other rotational players. It's like, no, we're not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Let's think about it. The Bucks probably not giving up Giannis. The Thunder, hell sure not giving up Shea. Spurs not giving up fucking Wemby. Jokic, Denver not giving up Jokic. You know what I'm saying? And then, like I said, though, it don't matter if they got any of them players. You still want to scratch your head like, damn, y'all gave up. Like, Jokic good, but, like, that's our guy, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we need another center. Like, why would they get Jokic? Like, why would they, what they talking about AD? AD fit in and all. What this nigga talking about? We culture. What the fuck are you talking about? Every time I see Luka, he's smiling and geeky in. So, but that's the end of the video. I ain't gonna, It's just crazy, you know what I'm saying? Go Mavs, though. I'm going to be looking at that game tomorrow. I'm going to see what we got going on tomorrow. I'm going to see Anthony Davis tomorrow. I'm going to be tuned into that motherfucking game. Promise y'all that. Peace.